and welcome to another Skull Rules video, this time giving my Black Dahlia impressions. So first of all, if you ask why didn't I do a Black Dahlia impression the previous patch she had, it's because I wasn't feeling that positive about her changes, and what's the point of making a negative video about a character that is not even complete? So now that semi-recently she got a new update, and I feel way better about her, I feel like making a video. So I'm gonna go through just the things that pop out to me in all of her toolkit, like in movement, normals, specials, supers. I'm gonna give you a little idea of a combo, and a little idea of what you can do for resets, and some in my general impressions. So let's get started. So the movement, she has normal Skull Rolls movement at first glance, but her backdash puts her airborne, which actually allows her to do her shots, her special shots, I'm just gonna show you right now, which is pretty nice. Her forward dash starts Simp pretty slow, but then goes fast and a little far. You cannot run with her though, which makes her a little clunky at first, and her jumps do not move that much horizontally as with some other characters. But if you press two kicks together, she does an onslaught assault. I don't know what the mechanic's name is, if it's onslaught or assault. It's based on under 90 in birth, and on the ground it will always track the enemy, like so. You won't jump over your opponent while doing it point blank, and from here it will always track, but it does not go full screen. But if you can also do it in the air though. In the air it always goes the same distance, so you kinda gotta know the distance of this. And you can actually block out of this. Originally you were not able to block out of this. After, like halfway through you can block, which is really nice for her neutral. And something that I can show you right now is super jump, onslaught assault, medium kick. That's a full screen jump in, which is insanely good. So her movement is kind of cheap because of how unique it is, and it's also kind of cheap because of how well she controls neutral. So normals, she has pretty regular normals for Skullgirls. This normal light kick, jumping light kick, it looks like an instant overhead, but on the way up it works like Elisa's light kick. It will not overhead, but it will overhead if you do the assault, but you cannot combo with it if you do it, as you can see. But if you put one of these first and that actually hits, you can actually combo from it. There are setups to do that, and it's really cool. Another normal that is pretty good are her mediums. Medium punch goes forward, very good neutral bottom. This one also looks like an anti-air, but the hitbox does not actually go up that much. So it's, even if it looks like an anti-air, it is not an anti-air right there. But it has a vacuum effect for your combos, that's good to keep in mind. Her medium kick is the knife is a disjointed hitbox, which is pretty nice in neutral. Also really good for confirms. Confirming with this does a lot of damage, which is pretty good. Her medium punch in the air, that whole thing is a disjointed hitbox. So it's better than Elisa's jumping medium kick, because Elisa's jumping medium kick, the hurt box comes out first, and it actually is, the whole kick is a hurt box. But this medium punch is just a pure hitbox. You cannot hit it. Which is really nice. But Black Dahlia has a harder time confirming with this in the air than Elisa has confirming in the air with her medium kick, which is kind of, I believe, how they decide to balance it. Then something important, another important normal is her heavy punch. Her heavy punch is a 20 frame overhead, which is really nice, which we can actually combo into. Right there, that you can combo into it, which is pretty crazy. Jumping is the restand button, like you restand pretty easily within. And crouching, this is more of a combo tool, which is really, it's a really good combo tool. And her launcher is heavy kick, and the most special thing about her heavy kick is her jumping heavy kick. Because look at this, this is a full disjointed hitbox. It does not hit as you saw from up close. Does not hit from up close. But from here, that hits, and you can... There you go, combo. You can combo from it really easily, which is really, really nice. So she controls neutral a lot. That's special about her normals. Also, her crouching medium kick, I forgot to mention it, leaves a trap, which is also for neutral control. It's not really for setups. I've seen people use it mostly to do this backdash and shoot. Like, you gotta deal with my neutral now, which is pretty nice because it's kind of like it has a backdash built in basically, and it has a lot of hit stun and quite a bit of flux stun. Not that much, but enough. So that's pretty nice. Her specials, already saw 2 specials, which is her shot. You can aim it in the air. You can aim it also in 3 different directions. You can shoot however you want. They won't disappear. Then you have your reload, which if you reload and press it at a specific timing, you reload faster. If you use medium punch, your 3rd shot is a special shell, and with heavy punch, your 3rd and last shot are random special shells. So let's go into all the shells, so I can show you. So you know your normal shell. As you know, the fire shell changed from leaving fire on the ground to hitting, bouncing up, and dropping and exploding. This is really good for setups. Right there. It pops up the opponent. Let me get her to not block so you can see. And yeah, it's that one. Ignore the ice. Now you saw it anyways, that's fine. Boom. And it's really good for setups. Pretty easy to combo with and from with that explosion. So before, after doing this and you had the fire shot, it did not have a hitbox. It only had a hitbox when it hit the ground and the fire came up. So you couldn't confirm with this. You cannot confirm with this now, but the explosion at the end allows you to do a mix-up right after. Like, you can continue your pressure, which is really nice. She doesn't like have just a drop if you get unlucky and your random reload gives you that one. Shotgun in the air is an overhead. It's a physical overhead, which goes pretty far considering it's an overhead. And it produces wall bounce. It is basically the same as before. Look at this. That's pretty big. And that animation is just so cool. So you can do that. Shotgun is like the damaging thing for combos. I already saw it. It freezes you, but it also hits 3 times. And honestly, I've seen people literally just do this. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. And it doesn't like, and it's like, oh, it hit. Let me confirm really easily. It's pretty insane. Also on block, that's why this is really good, not block type. Always. The 3 hits come out. You don't get frozen, but those 3 hits come out and it chips a lot. So that's really good. The other one, let's see. Okay, so you have... Yeah, whatever. You have your beam, which is a better version of Robo's beams. Which, honestly, I've only seen people do them like this. Or like this, never in the other directions, really. But it's a really good beam. You can also... like zone with it. It's really good. And then this one, the most special thing is that it travels not that fast, which is good, and it doesn't drop. But I haven't seen people use this that much. I've seen it used in some crazy resets though, but I don't know about those resets. Oh, her grab. I'll go into her grab. Well, I'll go into her grab right now. Her grab is whatever, honestly. You cannot really combo from it, unless you have something special, which I'll go into in a little bit. But from the air, you can actually combo into it really easily. So there you go. And it always switches sides. It's pretty nice. So the other special that I'm gonna go into is Empower. This thing is a hit grab, it hits and it goes into that. You can combo from it, confirm into it pretty easily, and continue your combo, which is really nice. And if you hold your heavy punch, it changes properties. Holding standing one gives an explosion. Holding, well, all of them make an explosion basically, but this one pops out, as you can see. This one also pops, but generates a hard knockdown, which is hard to do consistently in this game. There's only like 2 characters that can consistently hard knock you down in the game, but now Black Dahlia is another one. And jumping gives off this like little explosions that pop your opponent off, and it makes it easier to cross up, and it's because it pops up, it's not that hard to confirm, as you can see. I confirmed it pretty easily right there. And real quick, I forgot to mention, once you have Empowered, if you hold grab after you grab, you actually can combo from it. So that's nice. That's kind of like the consistent way to combo. And you don't get necessarily your pink bounce taking out because of it, so that's nice. She can actually combo from it. You will have to check with other assists and so on with the characters you like to see if she can combo with an assist by just doing the regular throw. She might be able to with a couple of assists, but you'll have to check that on your own. Another special is a semi-reversal. This is not a real reversal. It has 3 frames of actual vulnerability, 3 frames startup, so you cannot do it in wake up if they meet you. But if you do it in the middle of a reset or something, you can only do it in the ground, by the way, no air version. If you do it, if you hit with it, my bad. That's the medium one. Medium and heavy one go to the back. Maybe heavy one has something different, but I'm not entirely sure. I put it on a text if there is. But I messed up. But you can combo from it. It's pretty insane. I think the reason why it's so insane, like you might think like a counter you can combo it from as a semi-reversal, that sounds pretty strong, but the thing is that it's not a real reversal and you can get grabbed out of it. And it doesn't work against projectiles. And you can get immediate out of it, not a real reversal. So that's why it's so good, without it being that good because of those drawbacks. She also has a teleport. She can put this out, her cape, carpet, whatever. And if you do any other strength, the first one that you put will disappear, but if you repeat the strength, you teleport to it. If you hold, you do the animation and don't teleport, which is good for several mix-ups. Let me check if I didn't miss anything. Your shot, your reload, your teleport, Empower, that one. And no, now let's go to Super. So already know one Super. Reload. Something good about Reload is that Reload puts you in Empower state immediately, so you can immediately go into this. And just continue your combo and do another one. It's pretty nice. Her supers are mostly utility. They're not really damaging that much. Her barrel toss, which if you do anything fire to it, except this shot is not fire actually for some reason. But shotgun is actually fire. My bad. Shotgun is actually fire. Anything fired will make the gasoline light up, and when it reaches the barrel would explode. Also, it was slacking. I still have a little trouble remembering what is one. Also, that is fire. So you can also hit the barrel to keep it closer to the opponent, and it has a hitbox too once you hit it. When it gets to that state, the next hit will make it explode. Which doesn't explode on you, it's really nice. It's like a different version of Peacock's George, I forget, the big bomb, the really big bomb. It's got a different type of version of that. She also has a dynamite throw. Honestly, right now I don't really see that much use of it, except for maybe cashing out. I haven't really seen people use it. Mostly people use Black Dahlia's meter for the reload and her level 3. I don't really see the barrel one or the dynamite one use that much. I see the barrel one used more than this one though. So, and then you can do the same motion again and it explodes. You can also hold it. Oh, and if the opponent gets hit by it or blocks it, they also get it, I think, if they block it too. Let's check, actually. Let's check. Let's do the block. There we go. No, you saw that. That's fine. Let's see. Oh no, it just drops to the ground. As you can see, you can hold it, and it just you can just not press anything after you do it, and it will consume a bar for no reason. It literally does nothing. It just BMs your opponent. So I'm guessing they will add something to it, something special to it down the line. Because just having a pause to waste 1 meter to BM your opponent, even though it sounds fun, it does nothing. And I'm guessing they'll put in something there, and I'm really looking forward to that. And last but certainly not least, her level 3 is basically, Mom said, it's my Xbox now. You are not allowed to play the Xbox. This is insane. What was the name? Aganos, the first boss character in KI, had a level 3 like this too. And Aganos has always been top tier basically. So this is an insane level 3. It's so good. You can DHC and get your another character in and just safely get in. It's really crazy. So now, let me show you a couple of combos. These are not gonna be optimal, but it's something like I came up with on the fly while trying to make this video, and I hope they will show you what you could do with the character. So I'm gonna have to cut here because I haven't practiced them, and I'll see you when I've done the combo correct. So that was the first combo. As you can see, it doesn't really do that much damage compared to other characters, but it's not optimal. Came up with it really quickly. Maybe you can do something with it. The second combo that I'm going to show you is something I came up with really quickly that does damage, and the easiest way to do damage with Black Dahlia is with the shotgun blast. So I'll do the cut again, and I'll see you in a little bit. So that was a more damaging combo. It kind of requires 2 meters, but it does quite a bit of damage. You can actually kill with this, and maybe you can come up with something better. But really quickly, the shotgun does a lot of damage, and hitting a lot of these ones with Empower is also really good. So now for resets, with Empower and crouching heavy punch, you can go immediately into heavy, whatever this is called, and you can go into a lot of things. So that was not a cross-up. That was a cross-up. That was not a cross-up. I don't even know where I'm gonna be in a couple of these. That was a cross-up. So that's actually really insane. Just pretty nice that you can basically do it out of anything. I don't think you can go into this. Yeah, no, it takes too long. But you can also be like... I'm bad at this. That was kind of crazy, not gonna lie. And you can also do it with like fire shot and other shots to make it more consistent with your confirms and so on, which is pretty good. Just like you can, you already set it up. It's really easy to set up, which is really nice. And with if you have, you can set up some things with your reload, like let's say something like that. You do a combo and then you go into ice, teleport, fire, teleport, cross up. And you can go into, let me do it again. Go into ice, teleport, fire, fake teleport. You can go into ice, teleport, fire, instant overhead instead. Or you can jump over, and you get the idea, so that's pretty crazy. So, at the end of the day, what are my impressions of all of this? I think Black Dahlia will have a place in the meta, specifically because she is a neutral control character. The only downside to her that I can really see is that she does not cash out damage that well. Like, let's say a character like Row Fortune, who is a low damage character overall, cashes out a lot of damage when using a meter. A bar of meter. Just uses a bar of meter, shoots a beam at you, does a ton of damage. She can cash out like that. Black Dahlia doesn't have an easy way to cash out like that. And her normals are also not that damaging unless you do something more optimal that involves a lot of heavy punches and impound. And maybe even shotgun blast. But by herself, just regularly, is without trying to do something optimal, not that much damage. So that's like her only downside, but her neutral control and zoning are insanely good. And her defense is also not that great, but you kinda need that downside to actually having such good neutral control. Also, she requires a little bit of resources to do her more crazy setups, but that's fine. I feel like they have it like this, because this is the first character that controls neutral this well. By control neutral, I don't mean like zone you out. It's just like, she's not zoning you out. She is hitting you with strays and confirming from those and going into she's a stray hitter from mid-screen, basically. She is annoying you from here. You try to get in, she hits you with something that's really good, or just suddenly goes in with her onslaught, assault, or whatever. And you're suddenly like, oh, I'm getting hit and getting into a reset. What do we do now? So I think that's why they're balancing her this way, which it still annoys me because Peacock, best zoner in the game, some of the best, or probably the best resets in the game, with I think the second best damage in the game. That character is so annoying because of how good she is, but whatever. So I do believe she will have a place in the meta. There's only one character that does not have a place, which is Painwheel. But as of now, I believe she's really fun and that she will be tournament viable. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time.